Bob and Kelly, starting today, camping is actually no longer allowed, but you can see there are still quite a few people out here. That cleanup is going to start tomorrow, and that's when everyone's really going to have to leave. It's called Camp Last Hope, but Robert Smith says there's not much of that here today.
It's hard to stay hopeful when we're basically being pushed out into the gutter.
A notice hangs, basically telling everyone here it's time to go.
Barely moved from one spot to here, and to be told that we had to go, it was like, well, where do we go?
Mayor Erin Mendenhall says homelessness is the most complicated issue the city faces.
Housing affordability, housing access across the state of Utah leads people to homelessness, along with many other complicated factors.
Under this overpass, these tents sit on private property. So Mayor Mendenhall says they have to go. But the city is making sure they aren't just tossed out.
The people who are there, which was at last point in count time last week, about 20 people, are able to connect with resources, whether that's housing, shelter, detox, or mental health needs. They can even be COVID tested or resolve issues with the justice courts.
As the temperature drops, Smith worries where they will go next and how they will stay warm.
We've already lost quite a few blankets. Just because as we were packing up, people just walked by, snatched them up, and took off.
He wishes people understood what his life is like. Everything he owns boiled down to what he can take with him.
We're not here because we choose to be or because we want to be. We do want a better life. We do want a home. Hell, I'd even want to raise a family, but I don't see it happening here in my near future.
He's trying to hold on to that sliver of hope while he looks ahead for what's next.
We're not all wastes of space. We're not here to just waste the space on Earth. We're trying to better our lives.
Mayor Mendenhall says they spent weeks figuring out when to close down this camp, even working with the organizers of this camp. And for several days now, they've had this resource fair, making sure everyone here at least has the option if they would like to have access to resources or get into a shelter, things like that. We also have more information on homeless resources over on our website, fox13now.com. Live in Salt Lake City, Cindy Glenn, Fox 13 News, Utah.